Mm-hmm. Of course, I took a sip of coffee right before it started recording. Hi, welcome back. For those that are familiar, I typically do some talking before the cards start flying. If you would like to skip ahead, please do that. For those that are not familiar, I just told you. Good morning. It is good morning here in the Southeast United States. I decided to do a morning reading. I woke up feeling pulled to do that. I don't think I've done one since we've started this channel. Maybe I have. I don't know. But that's what's happening today. And I'm not actually going to talk that much because it is morning and I just want to hear what Spirit has to say. If you do like the message and or if you feel like the reading is for you, can you please give it a thumbs up? And if you want to drop a comment and tell me which cards that you like the best, or if you like the messages that come before the reading, or if you think I should save what it is I have to say until the end, feel free. This is a community and I am here for you, actually. I do have my own way of doing things. That is what makes me me, and it may mean that I'm not the reader for you, so be nice too. But if you'd like to say something, please do. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. That's it. Let's get into it. I'm strongly feeling, I think I did this the other day, one oracle from each native spirit and journey of love. I'm really feeling native spirit this morning. It's December 14th, by the way, 2 days after the 12/12 portal. If you're like me, you have been feeling it. It has been some turbulent energy the last couple of days. I don't know. Am I the only one? Drop that in the comment. Have you been feeling the energy shift over the weekend? Just kind of not sure how to feel even? I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. Let's see what our guides have to say. Gods, universe, thank you so much. Our guides, thank you for being with us. Please allow a card to come out, something that will help to guide us on this early morning Sunday. Maybe even going into this week. But definitely guidance for the reading that is about to take place. Overarching energy for the reading, for the messages that you are going to share with us. One more. That was quick. Great mystery. I like how that happens. And if we could get one more spirit, one more card that will help to guide us through this reading. One more. One more message. There it is. The communal dance. And it's the number 5, which is change. It does feel like that, doesn't it? I've been saying that for a minute. Let's start with native spirit here. I don't know. I felt a little anxiety with that great mystery. Not a bad. It always comes back to anticipatory for me. Okay, ready? The great mystery. Have faith and know that you're divinely guided, even when you have doubts. Trust that you're exactly where you need to be. Believe You've planted your seeds, now allow the Creator to do the rest. Even if you can't see into the future, have faith that the path will be illuminated and go forward. If you have any recurring challenges, turn them over to the Creator. Not my will, but they will. Whoa, I messed that all up. Turn them over to the Creator and say, not my will, but thy will be done. Your native spirit wants you to know. Many native cultures refer to the Creator as the Great Mystery. It's the idea that Great Spirit is so vast and profound that in many ways it's unknowable. Faith is the foundation of the ability to manifest. Everything was created because someone believed that it was possible, and patience is absolutely crucial in the application of this principle. Trust. Change can happen in a heartbeat, but some things require time. You've planted the seeds, now give them time to grow. Please be patient and know that it will happen. Whatever receives your care and attention will flourish. The journey. If you just planted some seeds in your garden today, you wouldn't go out tomorrow and yell at them because there wasn't any fruit yet. So don't dig up your seeds of faith. Remember this mantra. It's happening. Repeat this phrase periodically, especially if you have doubts, and keep going. I think that is very important. I think we've gotten that message, in fact, in several readings, which is to, easier said than done, but to surrender. Surrender to the path that you've already chosen. Surrender to the path that you're on. Surrender to where it is you know you will be. And remember, change your thought process so that way it isn't a where should I be or where I want to be, but where you know you will be. Surrender to that. Let's surrender together, because again, I'm human. It's hard for me too, but I do think that that's great, and remember that things are happening as they need to. Sometimes it's a hard conversation. Sometimes it's a hard silence. Silence is not easy for those that are especially in that in-between void space, wanting to know what's going to happen next, grasping at some control. Sometimes talking too much, that doesn't help either, right? Because then you have too many words, you have too many feelings, and you don't know how to sift through them all. So just surrender and say it's not your job to know. It really isn't. It's so hard, but it really isn't our job to know. It is our job to take heed. It is our job to listen. It is our job to walk accordingly based upon where it is that we should be. It's the wrong word. Will be. From our heart center. Use our energy. Use the energy of the universe to make this happen. To push ourselves forward for the greater good. For the good of one to the ill of none. Whatever it is for you. Anyway. Surrender. Surrender and trust. The great mystery. And now we have the tribunal dance. The communal dance. Tribunal dance. That's actually one of the cards in the Native Spirit deck. So the communal dance. We'll see if this aligns with surrender here. Lover, you have been alone too long. Your community calls you to surrender your isolation for this moment in time and instead join the cosmic conga line. Do you know how special you are? So much that this community would not be the same without you. Your individuality and uniqueness can only enhance this group of souls that calls you to dance with them. Men and women, human and spirit, heaven and earth, your community is vast and rich and has much to share with you. Be lifted in celebration of belonging. Recognize that you are a part of something great. Can your heart grow warm with recognition? You belong. You are meant to be part of this great dance of love awakening on earth. Your heart is already beating to the rhythm of the music. This oracle brings you guidance. You are being drawn into the new community that is more aligned with your innate spiritual vibration. You'll feel more at home there and be able to share your gifts and talents more freely and with greater support. Let go of relationships or situations that you have been holding on to out of fear. If they are meant to continue with you, they will remain. If not, they will fall away, creating space for new connections to come into your life now. This is not a time to hide in what you have known, but to be open to playful connection with kindred spirits soon to be met. I mean, the wow, words. The first sentence, lover, you've been alone too long. Second sentence says surrender your isolation for this moment. So maybe that's the message for you. Maybe you've been doubting where this direction you're supposed to go into, and maybe that's, you need to surrender and be open to the community. Finding your tribe has been strong here lately, right? And maybe your tribe doesn't look exactly like you thought it would. Maybe your tribe is the complete opposite of what you thought. Maybe that's what allows you to open up your heart, because you have to have an open heart in order to receive. You have to be completely vulnerable and willing to take the risk in order to receive what it is that you should from that moment. That in itself is a type of surrender, being vulnerable. And that's not easy for a lot of people. It's not easy for the people that you're being vulnerable to sometimes. And maybe that means that they're your tribe, and maybe it means that they're not. And you won't know until you surrender that and see what they do with it. So let's get into the tarot. I need a sip of coffee. Yes, I drink coffee. I should drink tea, I know. But it's a half and half, so don't judge me too harshly. And it's like my only vice. So, is it my only vice? I mean, kind of. Pretty much. So, I think, because we are being asked to surrender, I'd like to start with the Tarot of the Abyss. And then we'll clarify with some color. And today I might use my pendulum for a couple of the clarifiers. I don't know. We'll see how I feel when we get there. "12 minutes when we get into the real tarot. The real deal. Saying that out loud, so maybe I'll remember it. I can timestamp it for anybody who wants to skip ahead. And if anybody ever wants to do that in the comments, feel free. Okay. What messages do we have for us? Wow. I mean, they are really jumping today. I'm taking it. I think this might be on point. Usually is, right? We've got the High Priestess. Yin and Yang. Balance. Inner knowing. Higher self. Surrender. The Hanged One, which is like the Hanged Man. So you see the birds are upside down? Here you go. How cool is this artwork? I love it so much. But it goes like that. Yeah. Being vulnerable, surrendering, and seeing what someone will do with it. Knight of Cups. Relinquish the control, I heard. Relinquish the control. Because the Hanged Man is all these birds. They're hanging on. That one is hanging on, right? Like this isn't being stuck at all. This is just a matter of being upside down for a minute. Looking at things differently. Taking a moment even. But there's some flapping of the wings, so, not for long. And then this person is having to do all the I don't know sailing, so I don't know what the correct terms are, but doing the things, I would assume, to fix the sails or release the sails, depending on, with the water like that in the background, I'd say releasing, right? Isn't that usually how it goes? Because the wind would be too strong, it would like flip the boat over or something. Why does that matter? I don't know, but you're getting the explanation anyway. So I'm, based on what came through just a minute ago, I think, like relinquishing control, surrendering here. Because you're going to flip over otherwise. Although he doesn't look like he's struggling, if you look closely. We'll see what else comes out. That's good. Ten of Cups. So for someone who's been struggling perhaps to surrender, for someone it could be that you need to let go. Again, surrender. I heard surrender. That's your Ten of Cups. Page of Wands. Gathering the tinder to start the fire. The fire may be an argument. I'll tell you what, Seven of Swords. Three of Swords. I actually like this Three of Swords because it explains perfectly how it's all in your head. Words that you're reading, how you're absorbing them into your mind, and or what definitions you're applying to words that you're reading. That it may not be right, because swords are all about your thoughts. Your thoughts are not always right. In fact, it can often be fear. And fear and intuition can often look alike. You see. And there's an accusatory finger here pointing out from the dark and into the light. Like he's about to come into the light and accuse someone of something. I heard maybe you need to hold on and don't go here. Patience and surrender. Surrender often can be being vulnerable. Eight of Cups. And Spirit said, or walk away. We might have two messages going here, but I want to see. Eight of Cups. I heard before you walk away. Knight of Wands. Before you walk away. Listen. There's a message. The Star. Okay, someone is asking to be patient. Someone is being asked to be patient right now. Patience is key. The Star, the Foundation, the Four of Wands. Celebration. Joy. A gift even. Six of Wands, yes, victory. Be patient. Be patient. Before you walk away. It's not easy, is it? This card didn't flip, but I think it's relative to the message. Knight of Wands. Before you walk away. There's a message to be gained from the universe, a wish that you made, a star that you're reaching for. Queen of Cups. This is your heart center. You're very comfortable. She's on the ship too, right? Like the Knight of Cups who's going, trying to fix the sails. She's on the ship too. And you see that cup that she's got in her hand? Can you see it? And you see it's got a little crack in it. But that sucker's full, isn't it? Overflowing, so water's going in and out. Sloshing around. Be patient. That's a lot. King of Wands. Tower, Seven of Pentacles. So, yeah, you're being asked to wait. Okay. Whatever decision it is, And is it a decision? I don't feel like it's like that. I feel that this is a matter of maybe, well, the turbulence. Maybe there's been some turbulence in the energy moving towards your Ten of Cups, and you're feeling like you're having to hold somebody, guide them to this. And it's not easy. And maybe even you feel like you're having to do all the work on your own. This Page of Wands gathering the tinder to start the fire. And so immediately you want to accuse, you want to perhaps even run Seven of Swords, Three of Swords, Eight of Cups. But the Knight of Wands is here listening to a message. And I think that you're being asked by Spirit, by your guides, to listen to the message. Listen to even perhaps your inner messages, your inner knowing, what it is that you wish for, what it is that you're longing for is absolutely right here. There's victory if you can wait. Four of Wands is a foundation like of a house, so it's a stable, right? And it can take shape of many things, but the house is always used as the example. And to the Six of Wands, if you can hold on to that foundation, there is a foundation here, even if it's just the four corners, right? That's the beginning of the building. That's the beginning. So there is a foundation here, and if you can just hold on. Queen of Cups, King of Wands. This Tower moment that's almost time. But see, this Tower moment is followed by the Seven of Pentacles. It's almost time. Like the bread is ready. The bread is ready. So let's talk about it. Let's get into it. What I really want to know, to start with, this Nine of Cups. Perhaps you're dealing with a knight right now. Perhaps you are the knight. And you're doing too much, maybe. High Priestess and the Hanged One. You need to do some introspection here. Do some inner work, perhaps. Perhaps you're doing some inner work right now, even. And if that's the case, before you go, let's talk about this Ten of Cups. Two people holding hands, one guiding the other into the Page of Wands. Is this... Hold on. We have Five of Cups and the Devil. Let me get into it. Huh? Plus images that I can't put on YouTube. Feeling trapped? Feeling like you're... feeling like you're having to do all the work. So is that what this is really about? The Ten of Cups and the Page of Wands? Three of Wands. And I'm hearing with this Hanged One, look at it differently. Look at it differently. Oh, that could be toxic thought patterns, which would make sense. Yeah, we have the King of Swords and the Two of Cups. King of Swords, so master of thoughts. And look at this differently. You're being asked to look at this differently. The work that goes in, moving forward. That Six of Swords with the Eight of Cups. But then you have the Knight of Wands and the Star. Definitely a level of trust and surrender here. Trust and surrender. Keep going. I heard keep going. The Knight of Wands with the Star. What's this message here? Needing to listen. A little research. a little caution, but moving forward optimistically. Perhaps quickly. So this is communication. Communication is key here. Listening. You need to listen and hear what it is that's being told to you. Who's talking? Where are the messages coming from? Is this message from spirit, or is this message between people? Definitely working at it. The Eight of Wands to the Seven of Wands. I don't know that I'm liking this message. And I'm saying that because it just feels like a lot of back and forth energy. Can you clarify for me, guys? That is the request here. The Eight of Wands, Seven of Wands. What does this have to do with the Knight of Wands and the Star? Choices in the Tower. Seven of Cups in the Tower. What does this have to do with the Star? Something you wished for a Tower moment? Quickly. There's a Tower moment taking place, maybe even right now. What's this Tower moment for? Talk to me about this Tower. Definitely, I mean, we have Eight of Wands, Six of Swords. What else did we have? There was something else. Oh, underneath Eight of Cups, you now have this Tower and this Knight of Swords, and you have the Chariot. Definitely fast movement, and I don't know, somebody who feels like they've waited a long time for this. Queen of Cups was on the bottom. Waited a long time for what? What kind of Tower moment is this? Maybe in the midst of an argument. Some harsh words possibly, as someone was taking their time to figure out some things. But there's a message of love here, so see, I can't say that. Oh, that was too many. If it's meant to come back out, it will. Surrendering, dancing, a Page of Cups, a message, a gift of love, perhaps small, to the Ten of Swords. To heal or end. Was it not enough? Is that the fear? Empress and Queen of Cups. What I say? If she wants to come back out, she will. Heart Center. It's part of the transformation. Perhaps third party. Three of Cups. What about it? There's an end. There's an end and a beginning. Sun. For the Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Definitely movement. Queen of Pentacles can be minor for the Empress. And what's the direction here? To the Lovers. Open to receiving. You got Lovers, Queen of Swords, and Ten of Cups. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. King of Swords is with the Two of Cups. Queen of Swords is here in the middle between the Lovers and the Ten of Cups. I can't show you everything. I can show you that. Queen of Swords. Oh, Queen of Swords. Ten of Cups. It looks like whatever's been going on here. Yeah, it's in the beginning. I mean, I felt it. Divine counter. The Empress, I'm going to say this Queen of Pentacles is a minor for the Empress. Possibly walking from Heart Center, possibly a third-party situation here for somebody who has been ready to go. Like, not going to do it anymore. Done. But this Tower moment takes place, and things are moving forward. And I think you're not going to hear this often, okay? But I think what you're being asked to do is actually twofold. You're being asked to, one, continue walking on your path. You're already on it. You've been on it anyway, regardless of what direction you're trying to go in or trying to hold back or whatever the case is. You're already on it. You've been walking forward on this path anyway. You chose it. So keep walking on your path to your North Star, okay? Whatever that is for you. You have that star card. Walk towards it. Keep doing that. Before you just get hot-headed is what I mean, it's hot-headed. Like this Knight of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Three of Swords. Before you get into that energy and just walk away, there's something that is about to happen. And or the argument that took place is what catapulted whatever else is about to happen. And this is major energy here. I'm like, this Chariot, Empress, Sun, Lovers, and all of these cups. I mean, it's like swords and cups. It's mind and heart. And then you have this action in between. There's few pentacles. But it's a lot of cups. This is a lot of love. Love for self, love for a community, perhaps finding that community. Perhaps you are finding that community and that's where your joy is coming through. Perhaps it's in that community that you can find the courage to move forward, okay? Because you do have this Eight of Cups here in the middle and you're walking towards that union. You're walking towards that union, but you have to be open to receive it. You can sit in your knowledge. You can sit in your power of knowing the things, perhaps even being right about many things, I heard, but be open to receiving. Don't let that be a block for you. Don't let the Seven of Swords be your 3 to where you choose to walk away before you've even received the gift of the 10. Because the gift of the 10 is here. I want to do this real quick. Sorry. The gift of the 10 is here. Tell me about this Tower moment. Because we have it twice. We have Tower twice. Is this something that's already happened or coming? The Tower moment. Might use the pendulum for this one. Ooh. Okay. This Tower moment. Oh, my nose itches. Sorry. Tell me about this Tower moment. God's universe, my God. Is this something that's already happened or is it coming? Anything we're allowed to know? Page of Wands. Tower moment. Page of Wands. It's like you're seeking it out. I heard you know it's here. You know it's here. You know it's coming. What's the Tower? Can you tell me more about the Tower? Wait and see. So I don't feel like it's happened yet. Page of Wands to the Two of Wands. You've been waiting for this Tower moment. You've been waiting for this Tower moment. A tower can be anything. A tower is not always bad. Sometimes, yeah. An end and a beginning. I mean, that couldn't be more clear. A Tower moment to begin someone feels like until this Tower takes place, they can't move forward. This goes into that stuck energy. Emperor. That would be for the Emperor. So we have Emperor and Empress now too. So this is definitely a divine counterpart. I think two people, perhaps same path or two parallel paths that have been having to go through things. One is like, I heard, just ready to go. The other has been waiting for the right timing. The right timing? It could be about somebody who is going through a divorce, separation. There's the Star again. Definitely the right timing. So see, this is very similar to the Temperance card, and then there is the alchemy taking place. It is about having patience. It is about wish fulfillment. It is about balance. You have the gold and the silver here. Shadow and light. It is about love. Six of Cups to the Three of Cups. Could be the Nine of Cups here in this situation. Everything that you've wished for, that would be wish confirmation. And there's also that alchemy again, mixing 2 cups into 1. It is about union, deep, 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 deep emotion. So what are we surrendering to? Surrendering to 4 of Swords, meditation, to the self maybe? Deep emotion, going within, finding the way. What are we surrendering to? There's the 9 of Cups, confirmation. I think this has to do with the being vulnerable. Being vulnerable, surrendering. That's truth. That's truth. We're going to stop there. So I'm going to use the pendulum real quick, and we're going to cut it off. So what I'd like to do, this Ace of Swords that just came out, and I said, what are we surrendering to? Are we surrendering to being vulnerable, to being open to love? Can you confirm? Yes. Okay, is this about divine counterpart? I really want to look here to the Lovers. Is this about 2 people coming together? Yes. And so surrendering to love, surrendering to the universe, surrendering to love. So that can mean many things for people, but this is about the 2. Divine counterparts, Emperor and Empress. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, you are really strong on this. Okay. And I have the Queen of Swords here to the 10 of Cups. So is this about the divine feminine that needs to surrender? Is this the divine feminine that needs to surrender? I'll go here. You guys couldn't see that one. Here. Can you see that? I'm actually going to use the Empress and Emperor for this because I feel like this is one and the same. Am I right? Spirit, am I right? Empress and this Queen of Swords, are they one and the same? Are they one and the same? Okay. And so is the Divine Feminine being asked, is the Divine Feminine being called to surrender, be vulnerable, be open to love and receiving love, those 10 of Cups? And the Emperor, I feel like he's being called to action. Is he being called to action? Oh, excuse me. I feel like that was confirmation. Whoa, that's strong. Wow. Excuse me, everyone. The Emperor. Is he being called to action? Is he the one that's been waiting on the tower? Is he creating the tower? Is the tower bringing... Whoa, that pulled, you see that? Is the tower bringing the 2 of them together? I have the World and the Ace of Cups here. So for whoever's listening, I'm going to find the card now. I think you're being asked to hold on. And I'm going to find that card. I think you're being asked to hold on. Before you do something, ego, I hear, is involved. The Devil card, I see that now. So easy. It's really easy to just walk away. And sometimes that's necessary. I'm hearing now is not the time. So, this 10 of Cups, two people holding hands, I feel like. There's a circle that's starting. Okay. Are you being asked to hold on right now? You're being asked to hold on right now. Maybe even hold on tighter. And this Devil card, is this about ego? Is this about ego? What's the Devil about? The Five of Cups, is this about toxic thoughts? No ego, no toxic thoughts? Okay, well, often I'm saying devil in the details. Is this about details and waiting for details to come in? There's a small yes here. Okay, and other times I'm thinking Capricorn season, which is the end of December and the beginning of January. Is this about timing? About Capricorn timing? Oh, with the Three of Wands. Is this about timing? Capricorn season? It is about timing. Okay. So hang on. Capricorn season is possibly going to be an important one. Maybe the Tower moment takes place at this time. Is that where we're at? Let's study that. Capricorn season, end of December, beginning of January. Tower moment. With this Seven of Pentacles timing card here too. Big yeses. You're saying yes to a lot, Spirit. Okay. Surrender. Be open. Capricorn season. Might be big. We'll see what happens. Morning messages. Excuse me. Morning messages. And be open to your tribe. Remember that it might not look like what you think. We'll meet back later.